pungement, up the pungement a little bit more and more and more and more until he gets it.
So we're out here with Leland at his property, and he's going to be demonstrating gentling a previously completely wild horse. And I'm sorry if there's wind and it's kind of noisy, but I have to be mostly quiet. Leland is going to try to touch his nose today. Hello, Skywolf and Daisy.
Never mind them. They're just gonna be there. They're just same person like me. Beautiful people.
In the background, y'all can see Sydney. She's the head of our adoption program here at Horse Plus. Hello, Chris. Hello, Christina. All right, we got 33 people watching and only 4 thumbs up. If you guys can go and hit the like, I'd love it.
Now, first time you're gentling a horse, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Okay? It's never been touched. The horse has never been touched. That's the first thing you do. You want his face, you want his nose.
All right, Leland's saying when you're gentling a wild horse, the first thing you want is his face. You want to be able to touch his nose. And this is, by the way, a very beautiful horse. Like, absolutely stunning. Let me see if I can kill some of the sunlight here. There we go. Just gonna see a little bit of my hand in it, but I'm trying to kill the sunlight.
Kind of like baby walk it. I call it baby walk. Baby walking systems, yeah. Baby steps, yeah.
Yeah, I can see the wind and the flags.
You don't overdo it too.
There he is touching the face. And now the horse is following him. Look at that.
Yeah, he's starting to remember. Follow? No?
See if he follows this time.
He's going to be halted. But not tonight.
Hello, Wendy, down there in Arkansas.
I don't have my stuff this morning. I would have. See what he does. Well,
Hello, Janice. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Zandy.
You know knows that punch where I tell him that too. You want to run? So but I tell him that he stays put.
Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Janice and Pamela. And I can't talk a lot because Leland here is working with this wild horse and he doesn't want a ton of noise around it. But we have Tawny's over here doing a live. We've got Chris over there. Over here we've got Dawn and her filmer. She's actually live. Hello, Fairy and Zandy. This horse is an absolutely stunning horse. Like, wow. Hello, Jane. Hello, Nicole. So I just got a question for you guys. Is the video footage okay? Because we're kind of out here in a little bit of a distance from anything, and there's some cell phone service. All right, Leland, people are asking what color the horse is.
Now, I want to ask you a question. Cindy. I want to ask you a question. Is it good if you're going to teach a horse to lead? When's the best time to do it? Before saddling the first time or after the saddle? Huh? Before the saddle. You flunk. Yeah.
Duh, Cindy flunked.
Before anything else. Okay. Don't teach him how to lead. When you halter him, don't teach him how to lead. Let him stay at one place until you completely done everything, standing still. Saddle him without leading. Saddle him, do everything, get on him. Or before you even get on him,
Thank you so much, Pamela.
You're starting to teach him how to lead. Okay, the reason being is the safety of you, the horse gentler. Now, if I train, like right now, he's trained already leading right now. I should have never done it because Dawn was coming. That's why I had to do it. It rushed me.
He's blaming me. He taught how to
It rushed me. What's going to happen right now is if I let him right now, without saddling him.
Yeah,
now,
he's a little far from the camera to hear.
On him, and then I did everything, shut him up and everything. What he's going to do, when I tell him to go with the saddle, when he starts going, guess what happens? He's going to start bucking and he's going to come right into me. That's why I don't teach him that leading before the saddle. Yeah. So now, without leading him, teaching leading, he got haltered and everything. Without leading, now I'm rubbing him down, desensitizing, and I do a lot of feel, tart and everything. He's standing still, picking up the leg and everything. He's standing still, rubbing everything, and I put a saddle on without leading. In between there, I kind of tell him, you're gonna lead. I'm gonna teach him. I'm gonna tell him that you're gonna lead later on. You're gonna lead later on. So I put a saddle on there, and he starts fucking with the saddle, right? And he's not gonna come right into me. He's gonna go around me, fucking, because he doesn't know how to lead. So then when he stops fucking and everything, and I go up to him, rubbing him down, and then he's like, okay, what's next? And then that's when I start teaching him how to lead.
All right, so Leland was explaining that he actually puts the saddle on the horse before he trains lead, because if the horse is trained to lead, then Leland is the safe place. And when he gets the saddle on the first time, and if the horse is goes bucking or something, then he'll buck into Leland. So he actually puts the saddle on before he trains the horse to lead, so the horse doesn't consider him its safe place. Very interesting. And yeah, I totally understand Leland's hard to hear. There's not much we can do about it. But we're out here live in Arizona somewhere. And Tawny's over there on Facebook. You wouldn't be able to hear Leland on Tawny's Facebook either.
He's doing that with this. What does that mean? Keep doing that. Now, I had to back off. Because if I do that again, I'm teaching them that. Okay? You don't want to teach them that. So what you do is you back off and you tell them, you're not doing a great job. You need to run.
Oh, horse did something wrong, so now he's got to run.
You know.
Cayente is the closest town, Crystal. Look at that, folks. That's so cool. Look at those ears, totally 100% focused right there.
Want to run again? Keep doing that. Want to run again? Not the diesel was on it.
I think the consensus is blue roan, but we're gonna definitely a blue roan. Okay. Some people are calling Appy, but oh, he did good. Such a beautiful horse. And this horse was born and grew up on the range. So who would adopt this horse if they could? And especially when it's trained to ride.
What do you guys think?
I think we could get him adopted out tonight.
My halter's over there. right there.
There's a key.
Yeah, there's a key on it. It's in that horse trailer. It's in that blue bag. Right here. Come over here.
This giant pile of water. Please give it to Sydney. That's what I did.
All right, so he's gonna get his halter out of the horse trailer. And
Anything for the shot. He's fresh. What color is the halter gonna be?
It's, take the blue out, the black bag. It's right there on the speaker.
that horse is so magnificent.
Your horse trailer?
I wish we could get like 50 of these horses a month at the shelter and get them gentled into homes. Like, that would be so amazing. Mm.
Okay, there's something that I need to, it's very important. I'll wait until Cindy gets back. Sydney and Connie. It pertains to you too, Jason.
I'm listening. All right, Leland says he's got something to tell us, but he's gonna wait till Sydney gets back.
There's some great videos.
Yeah.
So how long have you been working with him now?
Oh shoot, this guy right now. Only like a day now.
So,
Yeah, I actually talked.
Leland said he's.
Jason,
Oh yeah,
I just barely just haltered him yesterday.
yeah. So yesterday was the first day you worked with him. So yeah, this was the first day that Leland, or second day Leland's worked with this horse.
How long have you had him here?
I had him here for like 2 months.
Wow.
Cause he had some bite marks.
Oh yeah.
He has been fighting with stallions out there. I think that's why he got chased away.
Yeah.
And he came wandering in with the other guy.
So yeah,
He
so
had the bite marks, and I just waited for it to heal. Finally, it got healed.
Leland's saying that
Healed about
this horse came in about 2 months ago on his own free will off the range. And did you?
Then I got him to get used to it. I changed it.
And he had bite marks all over him from fighting with a stallion out in the range. And so he let the bite marks heal up. And yesterday he worked with him, and today he's working with him. So absolutely amazing.
All right, all right. Yeah. Now, that little break I've been doing
Mhm.
from touching his nose, coming off from him, laying off. So I don't do excessively continuation, right?
Mhm.
When I do that, I'm going to make him spook and get afraid. That's one thing you don't want to do, excessive touching. Even to the legs. You get to the legs first time, you do it one time, you lift out that leg one time, you put it back down, and don't try to, if it doesn't work with you and will with you, you lay it back down one time, and that's good enough. Don't try to say, hey, I'm thinking the world is on the palm of my hands, he can do it again. Don't try to go back in there and have fun with it. Don't do it.
So Leland's explaining that he doesn't want to do any particular thing too many times in a row with the horse. It can make the horse upset at you.
So in between there, I do little breaks. I may have a rope in there, pick up leg first. First time you pick up leg, I'm gonna have a rope in there. Maybe just by my hand, but I'll test it first. If I test my first time with my hand, if it won't let me, then I'll use a rope.
So Claire, this is Leland's horse, and he's gentling him. This is the second day that he's worked with him, and this is just kind of a demonstration of Leland, who's the head of our Navajo Horse Gentling Program. He's just doing a demonstration for us this evening at his property in Arizona.
Very important, and the mind you're working with. You don't know that you're doing that, but he's actually minding you with it, and you're doing the same thing. So you're working your mind together like that. Crisscrossing. So there's time. Sometimes you lay off. There's time of healing there, and I call that zone. When I complete the whole saddle on him and get it written, I'm still in the zone. get him to stand right there, the same place. He's in a zone. He's in a zone right now. He's in a zone. That's a
Well,
plan.
he's looking at us.
Started with the check. Lay off on the check. What come running to them, start filming to ask a question about the checkers. He's very important, very important. Lay off on the check. You can look for like you guys are doing. You guys are not questioning me and stuff like that. So I'm the one that's demonstrating. I'm the one that's presenting. It's okay, but when there's a horse that he's working on, it's not a presentation. It's not like a seminar. Something that's on the job. Don't bother me with horse check. He's in the zone. Because if that zone breaks, then that's start all over. And then the horse gets like that. See? Yeah. Oh. No wrong running. You want to run? I'm just talking about you.
Yeah, you really, I realize you can't hear Leland. There's nothing we can do about that. I'm just trying to make some commentary, but not make so much that I disturb what he's doing.
All right, go. Other way, that way. Okay, this one's more important too. I taught him how to do that from the get-go. Before you touch the nose, right? How you get the nose first is like this. You launch him. You launch him. Teach him how to do that. Launch him, back away. Pressure, pressure, pressure off. See? That's first thing you got to teach your horse.
So Leland said the very first thing you teach a horse is how to lunge around the round pen. Hello, Johnson Beaded Jewelry.
Access to the nose.
All right, 135 people watching. Thank y'all. That's right. Follow Leland. I don't think he's lame anywhere. He is a Mustang right off the range here on the Navajo Nation. He came in about 2 months ago, and he came in of his own free will, and now Leland is gentling him. This is the second day that he's worked with him. He worked with him some yesterday, and then he's doing a demonstration for our team on how gentling works. Yeah, he's got unusual colors.
Hey, you want to run? Hey, the other way.
Yes, it's a blue roan. Hello, Sandra. Thank you so much for being a member. And Rose, thank you for being a member. And all of our members, Cynthia, thank you guys so much for being members.
Slow down.
Now we've got sunshine and dust.
Slow. Slow. Slow.
Thank you, David. I'm glad you find it fascinating.
Joe. Walk. Slowly. Walk. Walk it off. Walk it off. Walk. There you go.
I'm just a blue roan, not a blue roan appy. He probably is young.
Okay. Good.
I don't know how old. And I don't believe anyone's looked in his mouth to find out because he's not trained yet. We don't know how old he is. He came in off the range a couple months ago of his own free will to Leland's house. And yeah, we don't know for sure how old he is. Horses don't come with birth certificates. Oh dear. Terrible bad joke. So Leland, we're at Leland's property actually in Arizona. And this horse came in of his own free will off the range. Leland lives right against massive property where wild horses live. And this horse came in. Yeah, he'll be riding soon. Not this evening. Like we're not gonna be on that long, but probably, Rose. I'm guessing probably. Just love that Leland's able to rub on his face, then he walks away, walks back up. That's just so amazing. And look at those ears, just full of intent.
You guys have Wi-Fi?
Cell phone.
Cell phone Wi-Fi?
Yep.
Working pretty good, huh?
It seems to be. We've got 200 people watching on YouTube. I don't know how many on Facebook, and I don't know how many on Dawn.
Oh my god.
Leland, I know you don't know, but do you have an idea how old he is?
Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, we're on the world.
Yeah.
Got Chinese looking at us.
But if it's any consolation, they say they can't hear you because you're not close enough to the microphone.
Yeah.
But do you have any idea? I know you don't want a ton of questions. How old he might be?
He's probably around about going on 3.5.
Okay.
Or 2. Yeah.
So
3.5.
Leland says he's probably right about 3.5 years old. So we're at 181 right now. What are y'all at? Oh no, it's only 45 people watching on Facebook. Thank you all for watching on YouTube. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me this evening. I know Ferry's going to remember when we used to do the auction assessment lives. And it's always a fun thing to see whether Facebook or YouTube would win. And YouTube almost always won on the lives.
Remember this
Terry, you're watching on YouTube.
Remember this one?
All right, and he's got himself his got a rope or a halter, rope halter.
What's that grip? What's that grip?
So once the horse trusts you to rub his face, then you can rub his face with something else. And I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out in case he bolts. Look at that.
Remember this one? Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
So this horse 2 days ago was completely wild. 2 months ago, he was living a life out in the out on the range all by, out there with the wild horses. There he is, wearing a halter. That is so cool. It wouldn't surprise me if we tested Leland's DNA that he's actually part horse. Because he sure is at one with the horse, man. He's probably going to take the halter off. So I'm pretty sure Vince, our media manager, produced the dog biting video. I actually didn't have a chance to watch it. So was it a pretty good video, y'all? I know Tawny scanned through it. Yeah, how was that video? And here comes the long lead rope, the lunge line. Now we've got over 200 people watching. Right on. You can see there how he ties the lunge line in the halter. Yeah, that dog. I certainly heard all about that dog.
You're gonna have to get this down. You're gonna have to get this down. Okay? Work with me on this.
Yeah, no, the guy actually went to the hospital from that dog, and it was really bad. That dog was definitely a dangerous one. Beverly, it's on our YouTube. It's I think it's the last video released on our YouTube channel. It's YouTube, you're on Horse Plus Humane Society's YouTube right now, and you can just click on our username or something. Now he's actually working he's actually working on touching back farther now. Like not just the face, but he's working on the neck.
We got this down before. What's going on?
This is amazing, y'all. Watching Leland gentle this horse. So amazing.
Oh, oh. One run? One run? No?
Leland's asking him, "Do you want to run?" Because if he's not remaining calm with Leland, Leland's just gonna have him trot around the round pen, and then he'll want to be calm again. This is amazing. So we had somebody donate $10 a while ago. I don't remember who it was, but I would love it. I'd absolutely love it if somebody else could donate $10. So every donation goes right to rescuing, sheltering, and protecting horses. And this one's at a safe place, but we rescue a lot of horses that are not.
Very important, guys. When you near a horse, always feed in the front. Even their saddle, domesticated saddle horse, any horse, either from the wild to the saddle, good horse,
He's saying always be in the front.
horse, horse racing, whatever, any horse, you always come to from the front.
Thank you, Kathy. Yay.
All the time. All the time.
That's the 10th time that Kathy has donated on a live stream.
Outstanding.
That's so awesome. That's YouTube popped up.
And then I'll tell you why later. And then you come here on a wild horse, or any horse that you're working with, you always have a short line right here from the chin down to here. That's where you need to be, right here. Or you can be right here. All depends on how skittish he is. But for me,
he's explaining how far you want to be from the horse.
I have him right here. Normally, when I'm working the horse, I like to have it here. So.
Yay, Lisa! Thank you so much.
Standing still. If I pull him this way, he'll back off. If I pull him this way, he'll go this way. If I pull him that way, he'll go that way. So I want the line to hang down like that when I'm working. If I make sure it's short, just in case for safety. Okay. When you have a short line, when he spins around it, you always have a control where you don't get kicked. Got it? Got it. So.
Worry about being clawed or striking at you?
Huh?
Do you ever worry about a strike?
Meaning?
In the front foot?
Like kicking you?
Yeah.
Well, the way you can always, from the get-go, the first thing a human and a horse react one another.
That horse is already giving the pressure. Like, how did he know to do that? I don't even get it. Like, yesterday was the first time this horse had been worked with.
He wants you to do too. He's gonna start kind of like, I want you to, or he's gonna be going like this. He wants to go like, when he's stepping like that. That's a sign. You gotta be extra careful. So there's a way.
So Don asked if you ever worry about getting struck with his front feet. And Leland's just explaining you read the body language of the horse, and yeah.
But you don't use rope. Don't use rope. Use your hand. Tell him. Don't be hitting. Don't be kicking.
Yeah. You're right, it is crazy good horsemanship.
Rub him right here. Bake him. So when he wants to hit, he's not going to be hidden when you go like this time. And then rub him down. All the things that I have done up to now, he won't be kicking you. He won't be hitting you.
Leland says everything he's done up to now, he's built a relationship where this horse won't be kicking at him.
If he's not feel safe, yes, he's going to do this. If you teach him what I just
He basically said if you're rubbing the horse on the face, he won't strike you. not it's not like every horse in the world if you're rubbing him in the face, but just the relationship he has with this horse.
When you about right in this area, you about half of the truck. See? A little bit of trust. He's not confident. You're not confident. But here to here is a little bit confident. But right here, confident, a little bit. But he's not completely giving all that trust. So, how you get that? Feel. Feel. Like where he's at right now, he's too sensitive back there. How do you heal that? Okay. Steady hand.
So he's saying he's too sensitive on his back, and anytime he goes anywhere towards his back, he kind of flinches.
Steady hand.
But he's explained how to heal him.
His heart with your hand.
As you can feel the heart with your hand.
Blood vein going through. And feel. Then go further. And then go further. Watch me. He's too sensitive back here. Oh.
Now the horse is realizing he's not going to hurt him. And now for the first time, this horse is being rubbed on his back.
Now.
Yes, this is on the reservation.
He's giving me half of the trust right here. If I beginning to have this line.
He had bites all over him, Cynthia. He's not still sore. It's been 2 months. He's all healed up from the bites. But he. And Horsey decided to run for a second.
If I have my hand with the line here, short in the slack, I'm completely having that trust right in here.
He says with the rope short like this, he completely has the horse's trust.
But he's still skittish.
Still skittish, even though he trusts him.
So we're like 80% in here now. 80%.
It's about 80% trust right there.
That's my intention right here. I want it to be right here. I want him to feel me. I want him to feel me that I'm not going to hurt him if I feel. So this way he'll stand still all the time. See? So I'm telling him to stand still.
So this, Noah, this is a Mustang. 2 months ago, it was living wild on the range on the Navajo reservation. And he came in of his own free will into Leland's property. Leland is the head of our Navajo Horse Gentling Program. And this is the second day that he's worked with this horse. And
see how he's trying to go to me? I don't want to do that. When you're working on a horse, don't let him come to you. Tell him stay over there. Let me come to you. Remember what I told you earlier? Why? To run you over. When we saddle, he's going to run you over.
so Leland was just saying something very interesting, that you don't want the horse to come to you. You want to go to the horse, because if the horse is used to coming to you and the horse gets scared, he'll run you over. That's such an excellent point. Like most people want the horse to walk across the round pen and come up to him, but that's not the goal here. Leland wants him to stand.
Stay there.
And then he'll walk up to the horse.
Okay. Hey.
That's so cool.
Because you're too close, Jason.
You told me to stand here, Leland.
Keep it. Eat it.
He saw you, like,
Yeah.
saw me, and he
That
was
was
like,
me.
I can't. Yeah.
We gotta get this down so we can go eat and drink some water. Okay? I'm hungry too. I know you already ate. You already ate, I know. What was I gonna say earlier? Oh,
So this is live, y'all. Like, yeah, we're 250 people watching live. We've been going for 45 minutes. Leland is gentling this horse and just building the relationship. First time the horse has been rubbed on his back. He's yesterday he had his first lesson, period. And 2 months ago, this horse came in willingly to Leland's house off of the Navajo Reservation wilderness.
somebody come walking in, meet him.
Oh yeah, well yeah, and this is a horse that has survived by being twitchy, and predators would try to attack him, and he'd have to get away.
Right here. Right here.
Alrighty, I think that Leland has invited Dawn to come into the round pen with him, and this is a blue roan Shauna.
Don, when you're here, always stay behind me, okay? You'll be in the middle. Just stay please right here in the center.
Already, Leland was telling Dawn to stay behind her.
Wind it up. Wind it, wind it up.
So this will be the first time this horse has experienced somebody other than Leland. This is so cool. Hold on, let me zoom in. Look at that. The horse is meeting Dawn for the first time. First time another human has ever touched this horse on the nose. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Dawn looks quite happy about this. They're whispering to each other. I'll whisper too. This is so amazing, y'all. I didn't think I'd get to see this. This is a surprise right here. Like that, guys? So cool. So cool.
Right now he's standing still. He's good.
He's definitely doing his very best to trust her. And that's so. So amazing. I don't believe this horse has, actually does have a name, but I can't ask right now. Because they're, all three of them are very much in the zone. And they can't be disturbed. His front feet look fine. I think you're looking at just black hair above his hooves. That's not his hoof, that's just black hair. Move to the right a little.
Don't give them treats. Don't ever give them treats until they get saddled. You're riding really good for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the road. Then that's when you can give them treats. Don't spoil them when you tell them.
I wonder if what I see in my screen is not what y'all see. So when I'm like this, I see the horse and Don and Leland all in the screen. And then when I'm like this, it cuts off the back part of the horse. So I'm very fascinated if I actually see the same thing that you all see. Like right now, Don is center in the frame, and the horse, it's cut off at his back hip. And then Leland's on the right. Okay. Huh. It's like super wide angle on my screen. Interesting. Wow, no kidding. So it is wide angle on my phone. Chris, can you pull up our YouTube? I'm just really curious what it looks like, if you don't mind. I think you can come over this way.
Connection issues, but I'll try.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is almost 8 o'clock here. So I'm all the way zoomed out. I'm like wide angle on my phone. So very interesting. I can't switch modes.
Yeah, it's really zoomed in.
How weird. Okay, hold on guys. I'm gonna do this. Then you can look at me. Hey guys. Yep, it's me. I'm out here hanging out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and switch back. And I'm just curious if that's better right there. Because it's still super wide angle for me. And if it's not better, I'll just spin it around and okay, so it's better. So is it like wide angle? You can see the whole horse. You can see Don in the background. Okay. Oh man. All right, so I've learned something about YouTube Live today. You can't actually zoom in and out. It gets stuck. It's super zoomed in. Why it's never works as well as you want it to. It's so irritating. See, one half of the horse, just horse front and Don right now. Man. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go like this, and then we're gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna poke my head over here. How's that? Is that a better view, y'all?
Is that all? I thought that he has so many.
I've been bouncing between 200 and 250. No better. Okay. All right, we're gonna go with what it is, and what it is what it is. So.
Keep it short now. Keep it short.
Nope, not gonna do that. Oh, dear. Oh no. No, didn't want that. What's this button do? So y'all, I'm pushing buttons here. So I'm just curious what the buttons do. That was a retouch off. Yeah, does nothing. Sorry y'all, it is what it is. I think we're actually gonna be wrapping up here pretty much. View is good now? Excellent. We're gonna go with good. And we're gonna keep it on good. So Leland is over there hanging out with Tawny, and Don is hanging out with the horse. Leland, what is the horse's name again?
Snowflake.
Uh,
Sock Snowflake.
All right, Four Sock Snowflake is the
He's called Snowflake.
yeah, just Snowflake is the horse's name.
Different name for
it's a very beautiful, beautiful horse.
I get one of those goats over there.
Black ice, yeah, right? Such a gorgeous horse. And here Don is
Okay. Go back to him, rub him on the forehead. There you go. Now walk.
so when he brought himself in off the reservation wilderness, he had a lot of bite marks on him from fighting with stallions. And he's healed up over the last couple months, and now he's being trained, gentled. Good Snowflake. This is so fun. Yeah, I'm thinking 14-1 or 2. I'm not great at heights, but it's a stocky little horse for sure. With $1 million paint job on him. I mean, just look at that horse. Yeah. Yeah, most wild horses are shorter because it's I mean, just honestly, it's easier for a smaller horse to survive out there when you got predators looking for you. Not too small, but you don't want to be too tall. So they're just right for survival.
Getting all this down by.
I am, yeah. I'm learning a lot.
No, we're not in Tennessee. We're out in Arizona visiting Leland, who's the head of our Navajo Horse Gentler program.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Smaller does eat less. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
You can probably feel it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
Leland, did you still need Chris to stand there? Did you still need Chris to stand there?
Stand right here.
Yeah.
All right.
We're done.
Okay, okay.
All right. Now this is Leland's private home.
Where are you gonna go?
I think he wanted me to come to him to show him maybe what it
Or I was gonna come to him and video him, one or the other. But if you need us to stand here, we're fine standing there.
From there to it?
The people wouldn't be able to hear him.
He wants to be able to hear me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To Seattle.
Yeah.
Yep, totally.
Okay. We're coming right up on an hour. We have over 200 people hanging out with us. Leland does not do private gentling that I know of. At some point in time, we're going to do a clinic with Leland.
I told you so many times. You haven't really get it down yet.
Well, you know, it takes time. It takes time. We have to get everything lined up. But Chris over here, this guy behind you, he's going to help us make it happen.
All right.
We're going to make it
Nice.
happen, Leland.
Kind of. All right. One thing, Don. Everybody.
He doesn't have a website. He barely has a cell phone.
Went in there, right there where Donna was at. I was there, but like I said, he's willing with me, but 80% of the trust they gave me. So I need that 20. The way I get that 20 is I have to be safe. He has to be safe. He needs to understand that safety. That meaning he's thinking he doesn't want to get hurt. That's what he's thinking.
So Remy, if you actually do eat horse and you're not just trying to rise everybody up, maybe I could say congratulations, or maybe you just don't know. But the horse meat that you're eating has drugs in it that were not intended for animals, that for human consumption. So you're eating toxic horse meat.
Here. Be here. This is the safest place to be, right here facing them. Don't turn your back on them.
So Remy, the horse meat in
Face
Europe
them like that.
often comes from Mexico,
Where you gonna get
and the Mexico meat comes from American horses that are given bute and all kinds of painkillers and things that are just not meant for horses. And you don't know what's actually in that horse meat. You can pretend you know, but yeah. Where do they get the horses from? I'm just curious, Remy, if you know where they actually source the horse meat from, because paperwork is so easy to forge.
So if you get closer to the horse right there where you're at, that feeling you're trying to get, so you won't be afraid anymore. That feeling can be by hand, or you can be if you have a big belly, you can touch him with that too, right on above the arm. That's the whole idea.
So I'm guessing it's still zoomed way in. Probably stuck on like 2x or something.
With your rope, with that rope right there, yeah. Don't rub them, just stay in one stationary.
Yeah, we've got a number of moderators on here that can ban somebody if they just start trying to cause up trouble. So not too worried about it. I'm gonna keep focusing on keeping Don and Horsehead in the center of the screen, because apparently it's not the same view that I have.
Yeah, just like that.
And this is so amazing.
Don't do too much of that unless you're going all the way in the back. Back and forth to the left side and then to the right side.
So I'm just curious, Remy, do you actually inspect the horse passport when you eat the meat to make sure that it's safe? Because it's easy to put a sticker on a piece of packaging that says that it's from Poland. But how do you know? Alrighty guys, so Chris is gonna come over. My phone's about to die. I've been on here for 60 something minutes. And when Chris gets here, I'm gonna just ask him what his thoughts are on this. And then we're gonna go ahead and say goodnight, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna be wrapping up here. The sun is set. It's gonna be getting dark here soon. And Chris is coming on over. And I'm gonna try not to, apparently I'm zoomed in, so I'm gonna try not to just have your head in it.
Sure.
But what do you think, Chris?
It's amazing. I mean, know that this horse was just haltered for the first time yesterday, and so previously wild, just on the range. And you can feel what Leland has been teaching and talking to us about with this horse. I mean, as he approaches very slowly, you can feel the trust slowly but surely building with the horse, and the connection when it's finally made. They're locked in, and Leland calls that the zone. And like you can feel it. They're in the zone. They're locked in together. That connection is so powerful. And just to be here and to see that firsthand, it's amazing. I know you've probably been able to see it through YouTube, but my gosh, it's remarkable.
This is the first time you've probably seen a horse trained live.
Ever like that. I mean, my goodness, I've seen people work with horses, but this is a new level of. I mean, this was in an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, look what's happening in an hour. This horse was spooked and running around, and whenever we first walked up, was antsy and couldn't figure out what we were doing. And now, just completely calm. And Dawn is just slowly but surely gaining more and more of the horse's trust.
That's amazing. All right, y'all. I know some people saying they couldn't hear Chris. I'm a little bit louder, and I'm a little bit more.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what. It's fine. No, Chris, you did good. So this is the first time Chris has ever actually seen a horse gentled like this. And it is amazing to watch. It's absolutely amazing.
Crazy.
And I do want to point out, I'm wearing a hat today. It's not a Horse Plus hat, but I'm going to give y'all a scary insight into why. Because we camped on the ground last night. And anyway, so my hair's a mess. So I bought myself a hat. Chris always wears a hat, so Chris always looks great. But
hat guy.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and y'all have a great night wherever you're at. in the United States, around the world. I didn't see too many international people, but I hope you're out there. Somebody claims they eat horses in Poland, and that's too bad because horses aren't meant to be eaten. They're meant to be enjoyed and loved, like this horse right here. So thank you guys so much for watching this evening, and y'all have a super great night.
Yeah, he's gonna start.